What is up, guys? Welcome to a new POV video, and today you join me inside the Golf Mark 7.5 GTI in what I believe to be its natural habitat. So we are back by Kloof Pass, and we've done a couple of videos now here. First with the Golf 8R, second with the AMG C43, and now 7.5 GTI. So just gonna adjust the camera just a tiny bit. So let's see how the GTI handles this pass. So some stats, so as to say. Okay, some stats, so as to say. So this has the engine we all know and love, EA888, 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder, in this case making 169 kilowatts, which is around 230 horsepower, and 350 newton meters of torque. Front wheel drive. It has that famous clever GTI front diff, which is electronically controlled, but it's actually a mechanical diff. And so yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about this car. Oh, by the way, this specific car has a rest delete, which makes it sound so good. Almost sounds like the TCR, which is the limited edition track focused version of this platform. So yeah, with all of that being said, I want to focus for a bit and drive. So another thing I want to touch upon, the 7.5 GTI actually weighs 1,298 kilograms. That is very, very, very light. To put things into perspective, its successor, the 8 GTI, weighs 1,409 kilograms, which is 170 kilograms more than this car. So this actually feels very nimble. You can really throw it around curves, and it handles everything beautifully. No understeer, no funny business. It just goes really. So I'm just gonna turn here and we're gonna go back down the pass. So we just wanna keep the driving to this part of the road specifically. But the tricky part about going down is takes a toll on the brakes because it's just downhill. But yeah, so what was I saying? Weight. So 1,298 kilos in a full-sized family hatchback is really unbelievable. So on a road like this, that's where that shines, like the low weight, because it means you can just throw it into tight curves and it just handles them without understeering or being unsettled in any way. But the thing is, the road is a bit busy today. I was hoping it wouldn't be busy because it's a Sunday, but hey, we can still go for a drive. The performance is also very punchy, hey? Like the low weight, this amount of torque, very helpful in just throwing the car out of curves, basically. Lost my words there a bit. I was trying to say catapulting, basically. It's a bit tricky with the traffic, like I already said, but hey. So how does this compare to the Golf 8 GTI? As you all know, I've had the privilege of driving a couple of those, and I'll go back to the weight actually. Now the Golf 8 GTI has 180 kilowatts, which is around 10 kilowatts more than this, but because of that extra weight, it actually feels, how do I put it, handling wise, it feels like it's not as capable as this, although it's been reworked in some ways, like having newer and more clever suspension and all of that. But there's only so much you can do to make a car handle good if the car is heavy. Now, because this is the lighter car, it actually feels more nimble. which makes sense because low weight, better handling in most cases. And this rest delete as well just makes a huge difference. It also sounds like this is how it should have came stock. And by the way, I haven't even pushed the car even one bit. This car is a lot more capable than how I'm driving it right now. That clever diff, you can just pretty much accelerate out of curves like this, and the car will handle it. But like I mentioned, I have to be cautious with the brakes going down here. Geez, a lot of cars are flying today. Now we're getting a bit of a move on. Brakes are also very solid. The Sandero in front of us is having a go. Okay, the road is a bit open now. Oh, that rest delete is so beautiful. This car handles so beautifully. It's very confidence inspiring. I also just want to focus a bit on driving so you guys can have an idea of what it's like. Also driving in manual using the pedal shifts. Can see, beautiful handling car. You can just enjoy it on a nice twisty back road. That's where the GTI thrives. And one thing that makes the GTI very popular is that it has this split personality. One moment it can be very dialed down, very sublime, very subdued. You actually even forget that it's somewhat of a performance car, and then if you push a few buttons it turns into a completely different car. So that's the beauty of a GTI. You can actually daily drive it and use it as your everyday car, but when you get to the right road it changes completely into something different and just puts a smile on your face. Another thing about this car is fuel efficiency. Now this car is actually very fuel efficient. I remember at some point the owner sent me a video and he was in the fours. Literally he was getting something like 4.8 liters per 100 kilometers. That is really insane in a car of this performance. For example, in my Swift I only managed to get about 5.2 liters per 100 kilometers. That only has a 1.2 liter 4-cylinder with 61 kilowatts. This has a 2-liter turbo engine with 169 kilowatts, and you can get it low into the fours in terms of fuel consumption. That is really insane. And the overtaking is very easy in a GTI. Any situation you throw at it, it'll literally pull you out of it. But what I like doing is going to low speeds, doing a couple of downshifts, and hearing the exhaust. Getting up to speed is an easy task in a GTI, no problem whatsoever. So up next from this video, I'll be uploading a video that documents the ownership experience on this specific car. So that's the topic we'll be focusing on. So do look out for that video. It'll be dropping soon. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this POV video, and really hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, that's cheers from me.